Good morning, everyone. This is Trisha with Traders Helping Traders. I'm going to be screen recording my the open this morning, my trading session here. We are trading the NASDAQ. I'm trading a Top Step Combine. I've got, I traded my, I'm locked out of my XFAs because I traded them last night. So I'm going to be trading a new combine here. So let's go back to the charts, see what's going on. Forgot to draw my box here. I'll draw a box around the 200, the 20. This is my 9 EMA here, so I draw a box around my moving averages and price from 8:30, so about an hour of price action, prior price action. So this is what, 824. So this is, yeah, there we go. So I typically wait for the first few candles at open, wait for it to clear the box. This right here is the I marked that's the 0.66 on this downward move. We already cleared the 0.50 on this downward move, which was the halfway mark. This is the 0.66. Sometimes it will reverse there and go down and not go all the way down and make a new low, but go down and retest some of these levels down here that it made when we went into this upward move here. So I've got that level marked because you can see it's hanging around there. It had a strong move right here, went up, rejected. So let's see, we're in a narrow state on the 2-minute. And we are in a negative position on the 15-minute. So we may go back down here and test Friday's close. Let's see here, that's what we're gonna do. Make sure I'm in the right account. Yeah, combine. I already got a little bit in here this morning. Trading pre-market. I like to trade pre-market when it's moving, but I lost some of my other accounts. I lost Take Profit Trader, Funded Futures Network, and some Apex accounts trading pre-market because I was using my copier and I lost them all at one time. From now on, when I do use that copier, I'm going to trade them in groups instead of trading them all at once. So I'll probably group them in like 3s and 4s. But I did something stupid this morning. I mean, I got into chop. All right. And then didn't stick to my rules when it comes to risk management. So it was my own fault. I had a really good last 3 weeks, taking about $16,000 in payouts in the last 3 weeks, and so it was about to happen. I usually can go about a week or 2 without busting an account. Went 3 weeks this time without busting an account. That was pretty good. I want to get it to 30 days without busting an account. That's my goal. All right. Slowly but surely. right, so I'm going to draw a line here on this little upward move that we made just to see where the 50% mark is. But we're starting to clear this area. So I'm going to let it back up just a bit, and then I'm going to probably get in. Let's see if I can take it down to... That's enough. I can't go past 3,000 without being the, yeah, so I'm at 3,026 on this combine, and there's a 50% consistency rule with Top Step, so I can't go past that. So I am done with those accounts for the day. You can see how quickly that is. All you need is to wait and be patient. That's my biggest problem, is I'm not patient, and I'm constantly getting in and jumping the gun. That's exactly what I did at pre-market, where I lost my accounts. I actually traded at 7 a.m. this morning and got $1,000 in my old XFA that I've had for 3 weeks. And then I got $890 in my 2 brand new XFAs. And then I locked those down. Good job, locked them down. Then my dumb ass thought, let's go ahead and keep trading. Let's go ahead and keep trading and make some more money so you can finish early today. You don't even have to trade the New York Open. You can be done. And I got into, let's see, where did I get in at? Like 7 a.m. Okay, this is the move I took 7 a.m. here. And then I got into this shit right here. Excuse my language. I got into this crap. Right? Yeah. And lost a lot of evals. And I lost 3 funded take profit traders, 3 funded take profit trader accounts. 2 funded Future Networks funded accounts, and 3 evals that were almost passed. I lost 2 take profit trader evals that were almost passed. And I lost 5 Apex funded accounts that I had just paid for Friday night. And what else did I lose? No, I didn't lose a Lucid. I didn't lose my Lucid. I didn't lose the Tradeify because they have $1,000 draw daily max loss. So I can try to save those tomorrow. I feel like I lost something else, but I can't. I don't remember. I had way too many accounts anyways. Moving forward, I'm not going to get that many accounts. There's just no need. You don't need that many accounts. You can make a really good living on, 5 accounts, 2 accounts, even 1 account. So my goal, though, when I'm trading multiple accounts, is to do $500 a day. So I'm rotating payouts every 10 days, taking 5,000 or somewhere around that. But yeah, when you're copying trades like that, I use the Trade Syncer copier here. When you're copying trades like that, it's very easy to lose them all at one time. So you've got to be really careful, because if you're trading 20 or 30 or 20, 40 accounts at once, and you have a bad trade and you don't, and you go tilt, or you don't adhere to your rules, you've lost 25 accounts at one time. So the best thing to do is to trade them in groups or trade them by prop firm. So that's what I'm going to do moving forward. I've got my Lucid left, my Tradeify left. I think I've got $700 left in each of those drawdown. I'll try to save those tomorrow. And then I'm only allowing myself 1 new eval per payout. So I'm actually, I did go ahead and reset one of my take profit traders. I'm only resetting 1 at a time, or buying 1 new eval per payout. And I did thank God, I made $4,000 Friday on that fall on that crypto crash from Trump. Well, everything crashed, not just crypto, but I made $4,000 on that, and I got that payout. They approved it this morning, and thank God that happened before I lost the accounts, or I would have never traded those accounts until they deducted the money anyways. But so I'm going to take $100 from that payout, and I went ahead and reset this Take Profit Trader eval. But I'm not allowed any more. My rules say I cannot buy any more evals until I get another payout. So I'm expecting another payout tomorrow from Top Step. If I can do another $150, I'm sitting at right at 5,800, I believe. Then I can take around $3,000, and then I'll buy one more eval, or reset an eval. So that's where I stand now, and I'm trying to do. You get 5 days for Take Profit Trader. You have 5 days to pass, so I try to do around $500, $600 a day in profit there on the evals. So we can go ahead and see what's going on here, see if we get another setup. All right, so now another thing that I do is I start with the open range breakout as well. So I start drawing another box from the 9:30 open, and I keep track of this for 15 minutes. It's called the orb, the open range breakout. So when it breaks up above or below this orb box after 9:45, that's a really good entry, depending on which way it breaks up or over or down, up or down. Yeah, we're still in a downtrend here. We keep trying to go up, but the market keeps rejecting. So we're just gonna wait here, see what happens, and I'll let you guys see. I'll try to trade one more trade on my Take Profit Trader. See if I can get a little bit more in that evaluation. Please join our Discord if you are interested in being a part of a group that's completely free and never be charged a dime for anything. We don't sell courses. We don't charge for live trades or anything like that. We are just a group of traders that are trying to help each other to share strategies, share information regarding prop firms, payouts, sales, just all kinds of things. I'll put a link below here where you can join our Discord if you're interested. We'd love to have you. Now, I've been trading. I started out about 3.5 years ago trading options, and then I went from options to futures about 6 months after I started trading. So it's been a journey. I've been profitable for about 1.5 years now, but I would say in the last 60 days, I had a really bad run. The last 3 months over the summer was horrible, and I thought, what is going on? I feel like I'm learning, and I feel like my knowledge is growing, but my bank account is not growing. So why am I not getting payouts? What is going on? And I just felt like I was breaking my rules all the time, and I was getting frustrated. And I feel like right before a big breakthrough, you get worse. Right before a big breakthrough. And that's what happened. Something clicked, and I started doing really well, and I took $16,000 in 3 weeks. Get ready to take another $3,000 tomorrow tomorrow. So with Top Step, so that'll be $20,000 in 3 weeks. So don't give up, especially if you've been trading a while and you feel like you have gotten worse. It always looks like, right before a breakthrough, it seems like things get worse right before a breakthrough. And me losing my accounts today, really, I was really disappointed in myself, but I almost expected it because I'd had such a really good 3 weeks. I was almost like kind of expected it, and I don't even know why I didn't stick to my risk management. I don't know why. I just didn't. And we do stupid stuff like that as traders. We do idiotic things. I mean, I know exactly why I didn't. I was in a hurry, trying to hurry up and trade, get it over with, and I got kind of cocky because I've had such a really good past 3 weeks, and I didn't want to be wrong, so I got caught in chop, kept moving my stop, and didn't want to be wrong. That's what happened. It was all, when I go back and journal tonight on why I lost that trade and why I kept moving my stop and why I went against my rules, it's all about not being wrong. We don't want to be wrong. And as a trader, you've got to cut your losses. And you've got to be patient and make sure you're not getting into crap. The volume was low. The move had already happened. And I was just being impatient and greedy and prideful. So, one thing about trading, it teaches you a lot about yourself and a lot of what's wrong with you and the human nature. That's for sure. It also will help you improve in other areas of your life, because you can't improve in trading and you can't improve with being consistent and having self-control and discipline without it spilling over into other parts of your life. That's for sure. So, anyways, we're sitting here waiting on this orb breakout. The markets are open today, but it's Columbus Day, so the banks are closed and the bond market is closed. So we may not get that big of a move today. Don't know. But we will see. Funded Futures Network just sent me a text to get 60% off a reset. Of course they did. Well, that's a pretty good deal though, because a reset's $100, so that will be $40. Wow, that's a good deal. I wonder how long that code is good for though, because I'm not allowed but one reset. Based on my rules, I'm not allowed but one reset per payout, so it's going to have to wait till tomorrow. I've got one more trading day in Top Step here. While we're waiting on this breakout, I'll show you guys over. Wait a minute, that's not the right screen. Let me. So on this account, I'm sorry, it's at 55.80, not 58. So I'm at 55.84, which is about $2,700 if I were to take a payout at that. But I've got to get $150 more. So if you look here, I've had a pretty good run with this account. I started on the 17th, and I did really good. I had 2.5 weeks of green, and then I had 1 day of red on October 6th. I was real proud of myself for cutting it this day and closing it down and locking it out. I was very proud of myself for that. Because normally I would just keep going and going and going until I blew the account, and I stopped. Let me see what's going on here there. Let me me see what's going on real quick. Not yet. Looks like we're getting ready to break out. Let's see. Let's just watch this real quick. See what happened. I am trading the minis, NASDAQ minis. We really need a big igniting bar up above this green line. And then we've got a major level here that I marked off the higher time frame. So we really need to clear this whole area because you see where it wigged right here. Before I more than trust it. But you could scalp it up to here. Let's see what it does. Volume's picking up. You can log in to TradingView here under your broker, under Tradovate, but TradingView lags pretty bad with entries. It's just not as fast as executing through Tradovate itself. That's why I execute with the Tradovate software, because it's much faster to get in and out. TradingView can lag pretty bad, especially if I'm scalping. I want to get in and out fast. All right, so we're just playing around here. We're not doing anything. Let me set an alert here in case we start falling. And I've got an alert set here in case we clear this area. And then I'll take you back and show you what I was talking about. So, all right. So I've got to trade one more day here. So I took a payout here. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this will be my 5th day. And I need at least $150 or more to be able to take around between $2,780 to $3,000. If I can get 500 more, then I'll take 3,000. This level, this is the major level on the 1 hour and 15 minute. It's a major level that we rejected once already. We really need to clear that whole area with a big, nice, powerful green bar. See how tight price is here? So we're coiled up to make a huge move in one direction or the other. So we just need to wait for a nice, big, powerful move. And the only thing you can do at this point is wait. I'm going to try to start screen recording my trades during the New York Open, just so people can see how I trade and what my strategy is. Hopefully it can help people. And if y'all have any questions at all, feel free to, shoot me a text or a direct message or just ask in Discord. I have a lot of people DMing me, asking me questions, so hopefully this can help people see what I'm doing. I might try to trade live again in the group, screen sharing. And it is really hard to focus that way when people are asking questions in the chat and I'm trying to look at the chat and trying to trade. It's really hard for me. It was hard for me in the past. I may try it again and just make sure to ask people to save their questions until after afterwards, after the trading is over, or to send your questions later. I don't know. We'll see. We'll play it by ear and see. But hopefully this will help people. And again, I don't really... there's a lot of people that say, they want to follow you in and out, or I don't like calling trades. I don't like people following me in and out. I want people to learn it, to see why I did what I did, and to do it on their own, to learn to do it on their own, because there's a lot of things that can happen. I mean, it's impossible. I mean, I've had people sitting right beside me before with their laptops and still not able to follow me in and out. So there's a lot of things that can happen, and you just need to learn how to trade on your own and not be dependent on following somebody in and out. That's my 2 cents. When I first started trading, I joined a group that was like that. There was a guru. They called him the GOAT, and he would call out the trade, and I could never get in as quickly as him. Never. By the time I would get in, the price was already going back the other way, and I was already stopped out. I mean, it was horrible. So I don't like that, and I don't like calling out trades and being responsible for other people that, or is trying to follow me and don't get in at the right time, or, I would rather them learn the reason behind what I'm waiting for and let them do it on their own. I think that's much, much better way to learn how to trade, in my opinion. So I feel like by screen recording my trades and, explaining and doing some commentary why I'm doing what I'm doing, that would help you out much more than you trying to follow me in and out of a trade. I really believe that. And that's what I do. That's what I do, is I watch study sessions, Oliver Velez's study sessions, and his strategy is the one that I use the most, and that took me from non-profitable trader to profitable trader. And that's what I did. I would just watch his study sessions over and over and over again and apply what I would watch on those sessions to my trading the next day. And practice. I did a lot of practicing. People that say that they don't believe in back testing, in my opinion, are stupid, because any type of anything that you do, you need to practice. If you want to be an expert or a master at basketball, what do you have to do? You have to train. If you want to be a surgeon, what do you have to do? You have to train. If you want to be anything in life, you've got to train. Yeah, you need a lot of hours of real trading, but if you have like Trade-Evate has the replay option that is identical to the market. So if the look, the feel, the movement of the candles are identical to the actual live market, you can go in there and back test at night, apply your strategy, pick a day in history, apply your strategy, and it feels like you're in a live market. So I would do that every single night. I still do it all the time. And you can only get better by doing that. All right, so we went down to the 9 EMA. There's no oomph to it, if you know what I mean. There's no pushing. We just probably don't have a lot of volume today because of the banks being closed. The banks are the big institutions and things that are closed that move the market aren't open. All right, are we going to go up to this level? Maybe I'll scalp it up to that level. Let's see. Volume is increasing. I'll try to scalp it up to that level. Stop loss right here. So number 2. I'm not sure if it's even going to push or not. It's trying to, but it's just not. There we go. Come on. And then, what level is that? It's 930. Let me put a, limit order at 930 or 929. I feel like it's just going to rush up there real fast and then fall. Getting into chop here. Volume is staying pretty high. I'm gonna get out. It's just not pushing. Now it's gonna push. Sometimes when it falls down like that and then hits hits the moving average again, you can get in here and then ride it back up. But then you're taking a risk because sometimes it will just plummet. So you just gotta really be careful. See? It goes down and hits the moving average and then pops right back up. You could have scalped that. Made $200 or $300. Unless we get a violent red bar, I mean, it's going to go up and touch this level. But it's the way it's just not going, you know, not pushing, like it's struggling, the small bars. It could also just, a violent red bar could just come out of anywhere and fall. That's why I just got out. But yeah, it's going to go hit that level. Or it sure is going to try. If it goes down and touches this again, non-violently, I might try to scalp it back up. Let's see now. We're going to go down. Going to have a violent red bar down. Let's see. It rejected here one time already at the 0.25 on the Fib. Let's see if it does it again. The RSI is pointing down and the volume is pretty high on shorts. I'm gonna try it and put my stop right underneath here. Well, what bar was it? Right here. I just need. Here we go. Come on, you can do it. Remember, I've got a 5-day, I've got to trade a minimum of 5 days in order to pass this eval, and there is a 40% consistency, so I need to get between $500 and $600 a day, so that's all I need. I don't really need it any more than that, so I'll take that. I'm done trading, really. I don't need to trade anymore today, so I'm going to shut it down. This wasn't a great trading session. Not much movement today because of the markets, the banks being closed, and the bond market being closed. I'm not sure we're going to see any huge moves, so I'm going to shut it down. But please subscribe and please join our Discord. I'll put the link below. And if there's anything you guys want to see, or if there's anything else you need help with, just let me know. Y'all have a great Monday. Bye.